A very warm welcome to all of you. Let me thank you for taking out your important time and being a part of this presentation. In today's presentation, I will present in front of you a very important product portfolio of Kingston as far as enterprise level is concerned. Today, I will discuss the problems which you are facing as a consumer or as a corporate in your day-to-day life as far as your machine performance is concerned. At the same time, I will give you solutions with the help of Kingston's enterprise level of product, which will help you to eradicate or control the problems which you are facing. In today's fast-paced environment, a slow machine is the biggest concern for any corporate. It not only lowers down the productivity of your employee, but at the same time, it decreases the performance of your organization. At the same time, we come across a statement that we are using a hard drive and I have lost all my data. My hard drive is crashed. So, when we are talking about a hard drive, let me tell you in very simple terms what hard drive is all about. A hard drive is a set of metal platters coated with a ferromagnetic material. It uses a tiny mechanical arm which is used to read and write the data. And the data is saved by changing the polarity of magnetic bits. So when you read or write the data, the platter spins on a spindle, the mechanical arm seeks the data for you, and this is how the data is read or write. So when you are using a hard drive, let me show you what you are going through. An old conventional hard drive, as I have told you, uses mechanical parts. So when it comes about mechanical parts, after a certain period of time, it wears and tears. And after that certain period of usage, the performance of the hard drive goes down further. Since it is a mechanical part, it emits lots of sound, it emits lots of heat, it consumes more power, the weight ratio is high, and at the same time, the most important point is that it is prone to crash and loss of data. So, when you are a hard drive user, it happens to you. You have started the computer or your laptop and you are waiting for the booting to start. It can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even higher. In the worst situation, your data or your hard drive may get crash, losing, and you will end up losing all your data. We don't want this to happen to you. So, I have a solution for you. The solution in the form of SSD, the Kingston SSD, we call it solid state drive. Unlike old conventional hard drive, an SSD uses a flash-based storage and a controller. So, of course, it doesn't use a mechanical part, so the question of noise is gone. It emits less heat, it consumes less power, it gives you a faster booting speed, it gives you a faster read and write speed, it gives you faster loading time, and the overall and the most important part is that your data is safe. It is perfectly suitable for high endurance and high vibration environment. In your wildest dream, can you ever think of dropping the hard drive like this? No, you can't. Second after second, all your data is lost. Trust me, if it happens with your SSD, 10 times, 100 times, or maybe more than that, your data is secured because you are using a Kingston SSD. So, when it comes to Kingston SSD, it is a complete solution to your performance, to your speed, to your reliability, and of course, lowering down your operating expense. Some facts why you need a SSD over a hard drive. In normal condition, a hard drive spins, or the platter which is inside the hard drive spins 15K or 15,000 RPM or rotation per minute. I am sure you are using a fast processor. The capacity of your hard drive maybe 500 GB, maybe 1 TB, maybe 2 TB, or maybe 3 TB. So with such a high specification of your processor and your storage, the desirable performance of your hard drive should be minimum 195K. So see the big gap. The result is an unbalanced system which is waiting for a data, leading to a system crash and loss of your important data. Some more facts that gives you, or that will give you confidence why you should use a SSD. PCMark Vantage is an organization that gives you rating of different products. The rating which a hard drive has got is more like a bicycle with the storage speed and performance. When it comes to SSD, it has got one of the best rating, like a fast racing car. Now, I would like to present in front of you the different level or the different range of products which you are having for different consumers. So, from user perspective, if you are a end customer, we have SSDs for you. If you are a small, medium or large enterprise, we have products for you. If you are an organization which deals with server and IT applications, we have products for you too. If you are a hardcore gamer, we have products for you too. In simple terms, bring to us any machine that needs speed and performance and storage. We have Kingston gets you covered. Coming to the first scenario, where you are a consumer, we have products. We have good range of products that exactly suits your desirable speed and performance of your system. Let me give you a hypothetical situation where you are using a laptop or a desktop which is 5 years old and it is not giving you a performance which you actually desire. So, what options do you have? The option number one, you change the machine. Think once again. Changing a machine and buying a new laptop or a desktop can cost you a minimum 25 to 30K. I know you are having a budget, but do you really need to spend that budget? Think about it. When you are having the second options which I can give you, you don't have to change the machine. Change the hard drive which you are using and replace it with an SSD. Trust me, it will give you the same performance, if not higher, which you desire or deserve from a new machine, So, when it comes to a hard drive replacement, SSD is a perfect solution. It will give you an instant system or a feature in reviving your older systems. It is reliable and durable. That means your data is secure with us. So we have two range of products for you. One is the V300 and V310. Please note, this V300 and 310 is an entry-level SSD for a consumer. But remember, when you are talking about entry level, we don't compromise on the speed and the performance. We will give you a speed of minimum 450, a speed up to 450 MB per second. Coming to the second scenario, when you are a corporate or an enterprise of a small size, a medium size or a large enterprise, which uses 100 machines, maybe 1000 or maybe more. So when it comes in increasing the productivity of your system or of your organization at large, the first option that is coming into your mind is changing the entire system. You don't need to. Change the hard drive of your old machine with a SSD and your purpose is solved. So Kingston SSD for enterprise level will give you an extended life of your older systems. So if you are even up, and it is a perfect companion for your multimedia projects also. We have four ranges of product which is suitable for your enterprise. Like V310 and V300, I have already discussed with you. Coming to the third and the fourth level, that is KC380 and KC300. KC380 is a small form factor SSD that is specially manufactured for your small for some specialized machine of yours. Coming to the KC300, it is a one step ahead with some specialized built-in features that suits your requirement. The two important features which I would like to discuss with you here is one, the less power consumption features. KC300 consumes about 17% less power, which means you save power, you save budget, and ultimately contribute to the bigger ecosystem and saving the earth, that is saving the environment. Coming to the second important features which KC300 is having is a PCG Opal. It is an optional features that comes with KC300. It means it gives additional security measures for your data which needs airtight protection or security. We uses a hardware-based encryption that gives you the perfect desired security level which your data wants. It is a perfect product for those organizations which uses centralized management application like login compliances, like remotely changing the password of your system, or user creation and deletion, putting some additional information in your system, all those things. So it is a perfect product for those organizations that is into centralized management application. Coming to the fourth scenario, you are an organization which uses a server, or you are into IT application, or you deals into cloud computing. So when it comes to the server, we know that you are into a serious business, and how important is your customer who is using your data centers, we know it. So all our SSD in server level uses features that perfectly matches your high endurance requirement or your data integrity protection that perfectly suits your environment where it needs high endurance read and write. All our server level SSDs come with a special feature called pfail function. So during unexpected power crash or unexpected shutdown of your system, the data is being stored in the SSD. So no chance or no situation where the last moment data is lost. At the beginning of the presentation, I have told you that bring to us any machine, we get you forward. So be it a heartbeat machine in the hospital, or be it a information kiosk in a mall, be it a high-end car, be it a casino, we have all small form factor SSDs that is perfectly suited for your small appliances or embedded systems. We have different products for different machines like MS200, S200, KC380 and SM280. Please note, while we are talking about small form factor, we don't compromise on the speed and performance. We give you a speed of 550 MB per second. That perfectly matches your requirement and your desired performance of that system. Coming to the last and the most important SSD of our portfolio is a HyperX SSD. So in this situation, you are a hardcore gamer or a content writer. Just imagine, I'm sure that you have in the past you have tried downloading a game and playing a game in your desktop or laptop. It is a high definition game and you didn't able to play because your system went slow and you didn't able to enjoy that game. And when I'm talking about playing a game or a high definition game, the enjoyment should be at its optimum or maximum thing. So our HyperX SSDs is a perfect companion for those who are hardcore gamers. We use the features called RAID configuration. In technical terms, RAID is redundant array of independent disk. Many times it happens that while using a hard drive, there is a duplication of data for entry. It corrupts the data, leading to a read and write error and ultimately a system crash. But with this RAID configuration, the error is normalized and you get the perfect performance which you desire. So with the HyperX SSD, you get a faster booting time, faster application loading, faster frame per second loading, faster level loading, faster map loading, and ultimately an experience which will give you a lead over other gamers. When it comes to a content writer, please remember that you need to edit or transfer high definition files that requires lots of speed in your system. A normal hard drive will never able to match your desired level. Our HyperX SSD will give you that perfect speed or perfect criteria which you always deserve. It will help you to transfer big high definition file at a go. So we have two product lines. One is HyperX 3K and the new launch is HyperX 2V. So why do you need a high performance SSD? Let me put it in this way. When you are playing a game, you kill your opponent or you get killed. It's just a second's difference. Don't compromise with your gaming experience. Use a HyperX Kingston SSD. With a manual speed of 550 MB per second, this is a perfect companion for a hardcore gamer or a content writer. So with Kingston SSD, as a consumer, you get a complete computing experience. As a gamer, you get a complete gaming experience. Your overall performance and productivity of your organization rises. It is what you always deserve and desire. You contribute to the bigger cause of the ecosystem by saving power, saving energy, and saving this planet. And all these features comes with a very affordable cost. So, all throughout our globe, we have millions of happy customers. We have stories where customers are happy using our product range. Acer, Asus, Google are just to name a few. I know you are not using an SSD. You are a user
using a old conventional hard drive. I just want to know that will you like to be one of them? After ending this presentation, before ending this presentation, I would like to ask you, I'm sure that you are convinced that why you want to use an SSD and not a hard drive. But I know a obvious question that is coming into your mind is why Kingston? It's as simple. When you are talking about a superior quality, you talk about Kingston. When you are talking about stability, you are talking about Kingston. When you are talking about reliability, you are talking about Kingston. When it comes to partner friendly or customer friendly, you are talking about Kingston. And last but not the least, all Kingston products comes with legendary warranty and free technical support. Thank you.